Thumbelina. Once upon a time, a lonely woman lived in a beautiful village. One morning, as she was watering her flowers, a little fairy suddenly appeared among them and asked, "Why are you so sad?" The woman replied, "I've always wanted a child, so I wouldn't feel lonely anymore." The fairy gave her a magic seed and said, "Plant this seed in the soil and place it in the sunlight." The woman did as the fairy said. Soon the seed grew into a beautiful flower. When the petals opened, a tiny girl appeared inside. The woman was overjoyed and said, "I will name you Thumbelina because you are as small as my thumb." The woman's life became joyful, and every day she cared for Thumbelina and sang to her. One night, while Thumbelina was asleep, a frog came by. The frog was delighted to see Thumbelina and carried her to a pond. The next morning, the frog told Thumbelina to stay and play with his son. Thumbelina was scared and unhappy. She asked the fish in the pond to help her escape. The fish chewed through the lotus stem, and Thumbelina floated away on the petal. As she floated on the water, a mosquito saw her and decided to take her to his family, so they could all be friends. But when the mosquito's family saw Thumbelina, they were upset. "She's not like us," they said. "She has no wings. Take her away." The mosquito left Thumbelina alone on a snowy mountain. Cold, scared, and sad, Thumbelina started running. She ran until she found a bird with an injured leg. The bird cried, "Help me!" Thumbelina cared for the bird's leg and asked it to help her find a safe place. The bird let her ride on its back, and together they flew to a beautiful plain where a prince lived. The prince was Thumbelina's size, and they quickly became good friends. The bird took them both back to Thumbelina's mother. Her mother was so happy to see her again and invited the prince to stay. Thumbelina and the prince told her everything that had happened, and they all lived happily ever after.